We all know that Lionel Messi is one of the greatest footballers to ever place a ball on his foot, but the Barcelona superstar is only human, and he's had some bad days too. In fact, I was in the stadium when he missed his penalty against Chile in the Copa America Centenario final last summer to miss out on yet another trophy with his national team. But more on that in a bit, because this is Kick and these are Messi's top 5 worst moments. We start with his Argentina senior debut, a special moment that ended quickly with a red card. As a dual Argentine-Spanish national, Messi chose to represent his country of birth, and at 17 years old, he won the Golden Ball in the 2005 FIFA World Youth Championship. That was enough to earn a call-up to the first team. The shaggy-haired 18-year-old made his full debut in an August 2005 friendly against Hungary, coincidentally, the same team that Diego Maradona faced off in his first ever Argentina match as well. He came on in the 63rd minute as a substitute, but didn't stick around long. After less than 2 minutes on the field, Messi received the ball for the first time and was fouled by a Hungarian defender. He retaliated by using an elbow, which earned him a straight red card. As his team returned to the dressing room as 2-1 victors at full time, Messi was said to be waiting there in floods of tears, distraught at what he had done. In 14 seasons in the top flight, it remains his only red card. We rarely hear about Messi's life away from the field, but number 4 is the incident that led to a 21-month prison sentence, his tax evasion case. In 2013, a Spanish court claimed that the Blaugrana star and his father Jorge Messi had withheld 4.1 million euros in taxes for commercial image rights deals between 2007 and 2009. The Messis were accused of running those deals through companies in Belize and Uruguay to avoid the Spanish taxman. Messi made a 5 million euro corrective payment to cover the amount plus interest, but the following year, a Spanish judge ruled that he would personally stand trial for the crime, rejecting the defense that it was the player's father who was in charge of his finances at the time. "I never read the contracts. I don't know what I'm signing," he told the judge. The case dragged on for nearly 2 years, and in July 2016, he was found guilty of 3 counts of tax fraud and sentenced to 21 months in prison. Under Spanish law, prison sentences under 2 years can be served under probation, so Messi never actually had to go to the slammer, but he and his father were forced to pay 3.5 million euros in fines for defrauding the Spanish people. On to number 3, which takes us back to 2008, and one of a handful of incidents that flies in the face of Messi's clean-cut image. It's the moment when El Pulga spat on an opponent. During the rain-soaked 4-1 win over Malaga, Messi put in a superb performance, but he continuously battled with Malaga winger Duda. Things came to a head late in the second half when the Portuguese midfielder knocked the Barca man down to the floor. When Messi got to his feet, the cameras appeared to catch him spitting at his rival. He escaped punishment from both the referee and the Spanish FA, but manager Pep Guardiola was forced to comment on the incident. "It's not good that these things happen. We'll try to avoid this type of incident," he said post-match. To his credit, Duda didn't make a big deal out of it either, but it was definitely a noteworthy reminder that Lionel Messi is not 100% squeaky clean. Number 2 is a painful moment that Messi has experienced on 3 separate occasions: defeat in the Copa America final. Back at the 2007 tournament in Venezuela, which I played in, Argentina were favorites, and the teenage Lionel Messi featured prominently en route to the final. There, they faced arch rivals Brazil, who unexpectedly emerged 3-0 winners despite the absence of several of their biggest stars. Argentina made the final again in 2015, facing host Chile in a game that went down to penalties, where Messi was the only player in blue and white to convert in the shootout. After the match, Diego Maradona was quick to criticize Messi's national team failure. "We've got the best player in the world, who goes and scores 4 against Real Sociedad, and then comes here and he doesn't touch the ball." The following year at the Copa America Centenario, Argentina made the final once again, and once again, it went to a shootout against Chile. I was in the stands for this game as Messi stepped up and missed the opening penalty. We all just kind of looked at each other in total shock. No one could believe it, and he left a major final empty-handed for the 4th time in his career and for the 3rd consecutive summer. That heartache, combined with some major gripes within the Argentinian FA, prompted Messi to announce his retirement from the national team shortly after. Thankfully though, he changed his mind a few months later. And that leads us to our number 1 worst Messi moment. He won't thank us for mentioning the Maracanã and the summer of 2014, where he failed on the biggest stage of them all, the World Cup final. Messi came to Brazil at the height of his powers, as part of an Argentinian side that appeared to have a far stronger squad than the host or perennial threat Germany. They made it all the way to the final, which saw Messi pitted up against the Germans. wins, just like his predecessor Maradona was in the 1990 final. Sadly, the result turned out the same way as the 1990 final too, with Die Mannschaft running out 1-0 winners. Messi was left kicking himself for wasting several early chances, and he looked thoroughly embarrassed to pick up the Golden Ball trophy along with his runners-up medal. This was almost certainly Messi's best chance to cement his reputation in true greatness with a World Cup win. But once again, the player we see shine week in and week out for Barcelona didn't show up on the international stage. So that is our top 5 worst Messi moments. The big question on our mind, will we have to remake this in a few months if Argentina failed to make the World Cup? Follow, like, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys later.